Hello and welcome again. In this video, we'll create a histogram from a data set using data analysis ToolPack that we added in the previous video. Let's look at our data here, and we have the age of 100 clients, and the owner of the clinic needs to know the distribution of the age of his client. Now, in order to do a histogram and frequency table, you have choices. You can count yourself how many are between the age, let's say, of 10 to 20, 20 to 30, and so on, or you can let Excel do that for you. Now, just to go over some of the basic things in frequency distribution, we know that we have to determine the number of classes, and we have to know the class interval. So in order to know that, if you want to do it yourself, just to get to know the classes, then we need to find the minimum and the maximum value. We need to use the 2 to the power k rule to determine the number of classes. So based on the 2 to the power k rule, we have 100 data set, and the closest value that gives me 2 to the power k greater than 100 is 2 to the power 7, which means I need 7 classes at least. Let's look at the class interval. In order to find the class interval, we know that the class interval is the maximum value minus the minimum value divided by the number of classes. So let's let Excel find the minimum value for us. Once you start typing equal, it's very important to type equal, otherwise it doesn't detect the function. It's going to give you an option. We want the min, so we're going to double click here, and I'm going to drag and select the range. Of course, without the header. And Excel right away tells me that the smallest value is 17. We can do the same with the maximum value. I can type max and select the range again, but I have to scroll all the way up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this formula, paste it there, and change the min to maximum. But the problem with copying and pasting is if I copy it now and I paste it here, Excel is going to change the range from B2 to B101 into B3, B102 because you moved one row down. To avoid that, I'm going to press F2 to go back to the formula, and inside the range B2 to B111, I'm going to press F4 to make it absolute reference, which means what? Now if I copy it, Excel is not going to move the range one row down or one row up or 2 rows down depending on where I paste my formula. So I'm going to press enter. Now when I copy it, I paste it, you can see that it's still B2 to B101, and I'm going to type max, and it's going to tell me that the maximum value is 79. The class interval, it's going to be the maximum. So let's type equal, open brackets. Remember, any formula in Excel, you need to start with equal, otherwise it's going to consider it as a label. I'm going to choose the maximum minus the minimum divided by the number of classes. Tells me that the class interval should be 8.85. We know that we have to round it up, and just to make the calculation easier, I'm going to round it to 10. So I'm going to say my class interval is 10. Now Excel expects you to put what Excel calls the bin value. So the bin values in Excel is the upper class limit of your classes. So since the smallest value is 17 and the largest is 79, then you can go with the lowest bin value the lowest interval, lower class limit as 10, and the highest class limit is 80. So Excel expects the upper class limit. So we're going to start with 20, 30, and instead of continuing, I'm going to highlight these two cells and drag till it reach 80. Now, let's see how many classes we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 classes. The first class, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, and so on. So these are the upper class limit for our interval. This is to determine. After that, Excel is going to do everything for us. It's going to calculate how many are between 10 and 20, 20 and 30, and so on. And it's going to do the histogram for us, among other things. In order to do that, we're going to click on Data Analysis that we added in previous video. We're going to scroll till we see Histogram, which is over here, and click on OK. Excel is going to ask you for the input range, so you click on the arrow and you go and highlight your input range from the first value all the way down to the last value. Now, as you can see, I didn't select the label on the top. Press enter, and it's going to ask you for the bin range, which is what we did over here. Also, I didn't select the label, and this is important because here, if I had selected age and bin, I have to check this. If I check this now and I didn't select the label, that means Excel is going to consider the first value that you picked as a label, and it's not going to include it in the calculation. Where do you want your output? You can determine. Let's say I'm going to put it here, or you can put it in a new worksheet, or you can put it in a completely new workbook. The first time I'm going to do it, I'm just going to display the frequency table without the histogram, without other options. So let's click OK, and you will see that Excel gives us the frequency of each interval. So we have 3 values between 10 and 20. Just to check, assuming we don't trust Excel, we're going to see that we have one here, which is 19, and if we scroll down, we should see a couple more, 17 and 18, so that's a 3, and I think that's all. Okay, now Excel always adds extra interval. It calls it more, just in case when you picked your classes and the lower and upper class limit or the bin values, you didn't cover all the values in the data set. So more means the values that are more than 80. We know that we don't have any values, so let's just delete that. And to make sure that all the calculation is correct, let's see if we get 100 value out of this. So I'm going to use the sum formula, highlight the range, and here you go. 100 data value. And here is our 100 data value. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to go back to data analysis, histogram, and this time I'm going to calculate the cumulative percentage or the cumulative frequency. Excel does the cumulative frequency, but it does it in percentage. So 3%, 10, 21, etc. And the last one would be 100%, which is 3, 10, 3 plus 7, 10 plus 11, 21 plus 28, and so on. But still, there is no histogram. So I'm going to delete this and go back to data analysis, histogram. You see that once you do it once, You don't have to choose because Excel remembers your option unless you move to a different example. So I'm going to take these out and I'm going to see add option, chart output. This time Excel is going to give me the frequency table and it's going to give me as well the histogram. Same idea, we don't need the more, so we can delete it, and you see that it disappears from the histogram. Quickly, let's do what we did with the other histogram video. Format the data series, because you can see that even with histogram data analysis, Excel gives us a column chart, not a histogram. So we still have to go over here, make the gap 0, and vary the colors by point in order to have a good looking histogram. One more thing in this video, I'm just going to delete this one more time, delete that one more time, go to data analysis, histogram. I don't have to change anything, but in the chart output I want the cumulative percentage, and that means I'm going to get the cumulative percentage in the frequency table, and at the same time, as you can see now, you will get the cumulative percentage or the ogive, the less than cumulative frequency in the graph. So this is not the polygon that we're looking at, it's the cumulative frequency. If you don't want it, you can just click on the line and delete it. Sometimes we want it and we don't want the histogram, so I'm going to just click on the bars and press delete, and this is the graph of just the cumulative frequency in percentage, which is the line graph. So as you can see in this video, you can do just frequency table, you can do frequency table with the cumulative frequency, which is the less than cumulative frequency. You can do frequency table with the histogram, you can do histogram with the polygon or polyline for the cumulative frequency. You can combine anything you want, or you can choose only the things that are required. Thank you for watching.